Sometimes in life we are wrong about things. Sometimes in life we misspeak and, we give our opinions on something and then it turns out that maybe our opinion wasn't quite correct. A couple days ago on the channel, I talked about the new Nintendo Switch leak coming to us from the Pokemon presentation, where basically somebody said, I'm a worker on Pokemon, I'm an outsourced worker, there's going to be a new Nintendo Switch that launches alongside of Pokemon DLC 2, and we're working on a graphics patch for that. My reporting of that situation wasn't incorrect in any way, shape, or form, but what might have been incorrect and what I might have been wrong on was my opinion on it, because I was of the mindset that I was like, well, this was something that was loosely translated. It's obvious this person doesn't speak English. I feel like this could be a mistranslation. Getting a new Nintendo Switch model in late 2023 or very early 2024 to go along with this Pokemon DLC. I don't think that that's necessarily the case, but it looks like that might actually be the case, and I might have been wrong on that. And if that is the case, I am glad to be wrong on this, because I think a lot of people want a new Nintendo Switch model, something more powerful, something to play our Switch games and future games better, better graphics, better resolutions, better frame rates. I'm not a big person who counts resolutions and P on the screen, as in P as in pixels, but I am of the mindset that I can feel if a game is good, I can feel if a game is struggling, and it does seem like a lot of Switch games are struggling. So what has changed my sort of analysis on that Switch model? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 500,000 subscribers. And of course, I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber, so stop saying that. But without any further ado, let's talk about this. So the first thing is something that, of course, we have talked about already. We pretty much knew that this was going to happen, but a new Mario bundle for the Super Mario Brothers movie as far as a Nintendo Switch is concerned. It was revealed today by Nintendo. It is an old Nintendo Switch, not the OLED model, the older model that, isn't OLED. Some red Odyssey Joy-Cons. It looks like you get to choose one game. You could get Mario Kart 8, New Super Mario Brothers Deluxe U, or Super Mario Odyssey to download for free. And it comes with some stickers as well for the Super Mario Brothers movie. I like the box, it's Mario colors, but holy hell, like, how lazy is this system? It is extremely, extremely lazy, but that sort of signifies something to me. Clearing out old stock. Nintendo is just clearing out old stock with this. They still have some of these older Nintendo Switch models, and they don't want them anymore. They want to get rid of them. They want to clear out the stock for whatever is coming up on the horizon. It does retail for $299.99, so if for some reason you don't have a Switch, I guess you could get this one. I don't necessarily see this lighting the world on fire. I don't see this being a big deal in things like NPD sales, because obviously they're targeting, that Mario movie crowd. This will be coming out on Mario Day, which is March 10th. So a few days from now, 8 days from now at the time of the filming of this video, you'll be able to pick up your Mario themed Nintendo Switch. Don't buy this. Don't buy this. Just buy a used OLED or something like that. If you don't own a Switch, there's no reason to own this unless you want to resell it in a couple years. But that's not the main reason why I've changed my tone, because this was something that I was already anticipating. It's something that we've already talked about, and now Nintendo has just revealed it. The thing that's weighing on my mind is the fact that that person from Reddit, well, they kind of went back to Reddit and clarified their stance a little bit. And, well, if this is the case, it looks like I was very wrong in my assessment of this. So here's a bit of an update for us as far as the Reddit is concerned. And we have the original poster returning to explain themselves a bit. I am the poster of this post. For identification, the original text of this is MD5 hash. Letters and numbers is okay, whatever. Basically what that is doing is it's pretty much connecting them to the original Reddit post, meaning that yes, this is indeed the original person who leaked everything accurately and then said this thing. I am not going to leak any more information. I just wanted to add some clarifications to the previous one. The hexagon is not the third DLC title, but an element that is displayed many times in DLC. The special Terrasol I mentioned The special Terrasol appearance I mentioned is a new game mechanic that was not announced in the Pokemon V. since Pokemon will require new terrestrial forms, whatever. The new Switch I mentioned is that kanji speaking. Also, as far as I know, DLC 2 is scheduled to be released in early 2024. Other contents have already been announced. Sorry for the unclearness before. So this is a new Switch model. This is not something like I was saying it's going to be like that Mario thing where it's just sort of a revised Switch with some different colored Joy-Cons or something like that. And the DLC 2 is scheduled to be released in early 2024. That's kind of what we talked about. Now, the 2023 comes from the fact that it says winter 2023 is when the DLC will be coinciding, because we know that there's going to be DLC in the fall and winter. But like I said in my original video, winter 2023 is talking about a fiscal year, which is what businesses operate on, the March to March cycle. So in that aspect, the early 2023 thing can be January or February of 2024 and still classify as winter of 2023. But that's not the real thing here. The real thing here is it seems like this might actually be happening. It seems like this might actually be a real thing. I'm sorry, but if someone is accurately talking about every single thing about a Pokemon presentation, then comes along and also says, oh, they're releasing a new Switch alongside of DLC, and then comes back and clarifies it, you know, that sort of leads me to believe that there is, you know, a bit of smoke with this fire. You know, I can't help but imagine that Nintendo realizes that things are starting to slow down for the Switch. Once again, the Japanese sales were updated again, and once again, the PlayStation 5 outsold the Nintendo Switch. Things are slowing down. You're having to do things like rely on the Mario movie in order to sell systems. Sure, you're going to sell a bunch of systems with, you know, the Mario movie will help spike things a little bit. Tears of the Kingdom will help spike things a little bit, but nothing after that is necessarily going to spike anything because you haven't talked about anything. I know some people are talking about that it's going to come out this summer. There's no chance in hell. Let's just stop that mentality. I know I've seen several videos from different people talking about like Hogwarts is delayed and Marvel Midnight Suns is delayed. Okay, they're just going to continue to be delayed. Like I do not see new Nintendo hardware coming out so close to Tears of the Kingdom that hasn't been announced. But then again, I mean, Nintendo pretty much announced, revealed, and released the Nintendo Switch in a total of 5 months. You know, when they officially announced and revealed it, 5 months later it came out. So who's to say? Who's to say what's going to happen? But all I know is I think I was wrong in my initial assessment of this. I think my original opinion of this being just a weird system variant or something like that, I don't think that's the case anymore. I think that there's more concrete proof with things like this stupid Mario Switch and the Zelda Switch. Obviously, they're trying to clear out some stock by, you know, being accessible and, you know, being appealing. That's the word I was looking for, not accessible. Scratch this accessibility. Appealing to Mario fans, appealing to Zelda fans. And then this person coming along and sort of doubling down on the situation. I think the second half of the year is going to be very interesting. You know, everything after Tears of the Kingdom, you know, maybe around September, October, we could be learning about new Nintendo hardware finally, and it's going to be a good time. And we're all going to be eating good. I just wish I was a Nintendo YouTuber so I could be eating really good. Let me know what you think of this situation in the comment section down below. Was I wrong about it, or was I right? Is this not going to happen? Is this all just fluff and hoopla and circumstance, pomp and circumstance, like Macho Man? And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, hit the bell notification as well. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.